Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube station, and we're going to play a little action PC baseball in 1977 season. And tonight we're playing as the Boston Red Sox. Our last game up on the channel, we were the Mets. And the two teams I play as in the 77 season replay using action PC baseball are the New York Mets in the National League and the Boston Red Sox in the American. Currently, the Boston Red Sox are 34-9, 7 games in front of their heated rivals, ancient rivals, the Evil Empire, the New York Yankees, who are 28-17. It's the first time they shall clash in the 1977 retro replay. And the Yankees need to make some headway. The Red Sox can, if they get a sweep, they'll be 10 games up. So let's play the games here. Once again, we're using Action PC Baseball, Dave Koch Sports Inc. Wonderful game. Alright, let's go to the lineups. Leading off for the Yankees, playing second base, Willie Randolph. Batting second, the center fielder, Mickey Rivers. Batting third, the captain, the catcher, Thurman Munson. Batting fourth, playing first base, Chris Chambliss. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Lou Piniella. Batting sixth, the straw that stirred the drink, Reggie Jackson. He's in right field. Batting seventh, excellent defensive third baseman, Greg Nettles. Batting eighth, the left fielder, Wynn. Batting ninth, the shortstop, Bucky Dent. On the hill for the Boston Red Sox, Reggie Cleveland. And in the retro replay of 1977, Cleveland is 7 wins, no losses, with an earned run average 3.05. Striking out 31, walking 11. Batting average against 278. In actuality, 11-8, 4.26. Behind the plate, we have Carlton Fisk. 8 out of 10 defense, 7 out of 10 arm. Butch Hobson is at third. He's an average third baseman, does tend to make a lot of errors, especially in 1978, he was god-awful. Burleson is at short, 8 out of 10, the Rooster. Denny Doyle's at second, 5 out of 10. And Captain Carl Yastrzemski is at first, 4 out of 10. We give the boomer, George C. Scott, a day off. So that means playing left field is Jim Rice, 5 out of 10 defense with a cannon of an arm, 9 out of 10. Freddie Lynn's in center, 8 out of 10 defense, 5 out of 10 arm. And Bernie Carbo is in right, 8 out of 10 defense, 9 out of 10 arm. Dwight Evans is the designated hitter. And we'll get to that lineup when the Red Sox come up. So Willie Randolph to lead off for the Yankees. In the retro replay, Willie is batting .260 with 2 homers and 17 runs batted in. In actuality, Willie batted .274, 4 homers and 40 RBI, 6 out of 10 bunter. We're going to play normal though. Reggie Cleveland gets the sign from Fisk, and the ball game here at Fenway is on its way. And that's a fly ball deep to center field. Freddie Lynn going back at the track, and he makes the catch. 1 down. So 1 out, and Mickey Rivers, Mick the Quick, steps to the plate. Left-handed batting center fielder. He's batting a whopping .360, 4 homers and 17 ribbies. Excellent bunter, 8 out of 10. In actuality, Mickey Rivers batted .326, 12 homers, 69 RBIs. Red Sox will play their corners in. So Hobson in at third, Yastrzemski in at first. Cleveland nods his head. He kicks and fires to Rivers. Ground ball up the middle. Burleson dives, gets up and fires to Yastrzemski for out number 2. Great play by Rick Burleson. Let's watch that over. As that ball is slated to go into center field, Burleson, great range there. Dive, pops up, throws the Yaz. 2 up, 2 down. Here's the captain. The catcher for the Yankees, Thurman Munson. Munson batting .259, 9 homers, and 33 RBIs. Munson in actuality, excellent year in 77. 308, 18 homers, 100 ribbies. Cleveland looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Red Sox infield, outfield, straightaway, and move. Fisk sets the target. Here's the pitch to his counterpart, Thurman Munson. Munson will ground to Denny Doyle. He fields it on the outfield grass. Throws to Yastrzemski. Side retired. 1-2-3 go the Yankees. And let's go to the Red Sox lineup before we give you the Yankees defensive alignment. Leading off, playing shortstop, Rick Burleson. Batting second, the right fielder, Bernie Carbo. Batting third, the left fielder, Jim Rice. Batting fourth, the captain, Carl Yastrzemski. He's at first base. Batting fifth, Pudge. Carlton Fisk doing the catching. Batting sixth, in center field, Freddie Lynn. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Dwight Evans. Batting eighth, playing second base, Denny Doyle. Batting ninth, playing third base, Butch Hobson. On the hill for the New York Yankees, in 1978, he would become a Boston Red Sox, Mike Torres. And Torres, in this retro replay, 3-1 with a 2.54 earned run average, batting average against 225. He has struck out 16, walked 16, so he has some control issues. In actuality, Torres was 14-12 with a 3.82 earned run average. Behind the plate, you have Thurman Munson, excellent defensive catcher, 10 out of 10 with an above-average arm, 6 out of 10. Nettles at third, 10 out of 10. Bucky Dent, 6 out of 10 at short. Willie Randolph, 7 out of 10 at second. And Chambliss, 9 out of 10 at first. Solid defensive infield there. In left, Jim Wynn, 5 out of 10 defense. Below average arm of a 2. Well below average, 2 out of 10. Mickey Rivers, 8 out of 10 defensive range in center with a below average arm, 4 out of 10. And Reggie Jackson, 6 out of 10 defensive ability and a 7 out of 10 arm. So here's the Rooster, Rick Burleson, to face Mike Torres. And the Roosters batting .307, 1 homer, 12 ribbies in the leadoff spot. In actuality, he batted .293, 3 homers, 52 RBIs. Mike Torres is ready. Burleson will take. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. Burleson to take again. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Burleson looks down at third base. Nods his head at the third base coach. Steps back in the batter's box. Munson sets the target. Here's the pitch to the Rooster. And Burleson sends a shot up the middle. And that's a leadoff single. So Burleson is at first. And Bernie Carbo comes to the plate. Burleson, 7 out of 10 on the base paths. Carbo is off to a fast start. .361, 9 homers, 19 RBIs. Carbo, in actuality, .289, 15 homers and 34 RBIs. Torres peeks to first. Now he deals to Carbo. And Carbo works a walk. Good job by Bernie. So it's first and second, no outs, and Jim Rice steps to the plate. Rice batting .314, 12 homers, 36 RBIs. In the chat, we have Tribes Fan and MP Fox. How are you doing? Hope all is well with both of you. Thank you for joining me. As they say hello to one another. As MP Fox says, wow, might have to pull for the Sox. Can't believe I said that. As MP's a big Tampa Bay Rays fan. Excuse me. Rice, in actuality, .320, 39 homers, 114 ribbies, and a year from now, in 1978, would win the MVP. 2 on, no outs. The windup and the pitch from Torres. Rice swings and he lines a shot to Greg Nettles, who makes the diving catch, robbing a double down the line, and quickly getting back to second is Burleson. So that just saved a run there for Mike Torres and the Yankees. Greg Nettles, an absolutely outstanding defensive third baseman. So 1 out, 2 on for the captain, Carl Yastrzemski. He's playing first base today. He's played a lot of left field for us in this retro replay, with Rice being the DH, but we gave the Boomer the day off. Yaz hitting .338, 12 homers, 45 runs batted in. In actuality, 10 years after his Triple Crown of '67 and the Impossible Dream Red Sox, Yastrzemski would bat .296, 28 homers, and 102 runs batted in. Torres nods his head. He sets and delivers to Yastrzemski. And Yastrzemski swings. He sends that ball deep to right field. Jackson going back. He lifts up. That's a 3-run blast by the Power Company. And Yastrzemski will put the Red Sox out in front 3-0. And let's watch that majestic blow again. Yastrzemski, bam! Jackson started and then just looked up. And that's deep over the bullpen and right. Souvenir for the fans out there in the bleachers. The Power Company is on, as I like to call my '77 Red Sox. Here comes Carlton Fisk, 1 out, base is empty. And Pudge is hitting .305, 9 homers, 35 RBIs. In actuality, .315, 26 home runs, 102 RBIs. This '77 Red Sox team was just outstanding offensively, unbelievable. They would, the Red Sox and Orioles in actuality would lose out to the Yankees. The Yankees would win the division, beat the Royals, and beat the Dodgers in the World Series. Orioles and Red Sox each finished 2.5 games behind the Yankees. Torres gets the sign. He deals to Fisk. And he strikes him out. Gets him on the 1-2 count. Big swing and misses. Fisk was looking to go back-to-back jacks. So 2 outs, bases empty, 3-0 Red Sox. And here comes a Gold Dust twin, Freddie Lynn. Rookie of the Year and MVP in '75. He struggled with the bat since coming off the DL. He started the year on the DL. .212, 2 homers, 10 ribbies. Freddie Lynn has seen a lot of time in center. In actuality, .260, 18 homers, 76 runs batted in. He'll be taking. Torres kicks and fires. Strike 1, starts him off. Slider in there. No balls, 1 strike. Munson wiggles the fingers. The windup and the pitch to Lynn. And that's a shot to right field. Jackson on the run towards the line, and he makes the catch. Side retired. We go to the top of the second. The Red Sox are up 3-0 thanks to the Yastrzemski 3-run blast. Due up for the Yankees, Chambliss, Piniella, and Jackson to face Reggie Cleveland. Chris Chambliss, Yankee first baseman, .312, 7 homers, 36 ribbies. In actuality, .287, 17 homers, 90 runs batted in. Left-handed batter. Cleveland nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Chambliss. And after a shot to left center field, Rice cuts it off. That'll be a leadoff single for Chambliss. Chambliss, 5 out of 10 base runner. Yastrzemski holding him on. There comes Sweet Lou Piniella. Piniella, the designated hitter for New York, batting .294, no homers, 3 ribbies. In actuality, .330, 12 homers, 45 RBIs. Burleson and Doyle looking to turn 2 up the middle. Piniella, 6 out of 10 bunter, 7 out of 10 hit and run. Cleveland throws over and Chambliss just gets back. He had a dive back, checking to see if the hit and run was on there. Cleveland looks to first. Now he sends his attention towards Fisk at the plate. Here's the pitch to Piniella. And he strikes him out. Good job by Reggie Cleveland, the Canadian native. So 1 out, 1 on for Mr. October, Reggie Jackson, the straw that stirred the drink, as he put it. .245, 5 homers, 18 ribbies. In actuality, .286, 32 home runs, 110 runs driven in. Left-handed power hitter. Let's see if we can get Jackson to expand the zone here. We're going to try to pitch around. Cleveland nods his head. Kicks and fires. Jackson swings, sends a deep fly ball to center. Freddie Lynn going back at the track, and he makes another running catch to center field. Out number 2. Retreating quickly back to first base is Chambliss. Greg Nettles steps to the plate. 2 outs. Chambliss at first will be off on contact. The Yankee third baseman, .296, 15 home runs, 37 ribbies. In actuality, .255, 37 homers and 107 runs batted in. Another left-handed batter that Reggie Cleveland has to face. Again, Cleveland looks to first. Now picks up the sign at the plate. The windup, the pitch to Nettles. And that's a shot and gone! A laser shot. Carbo gave chase for 2 steps. And it's a 3-2 ball game as Nettles returns the favor of a home run. So 2 outs, base is empty. The number 8 batter. And if you're a Yankee fan, let's show you that shot over again. Nettles, that's a laser. Carbo started to give chase, and that was gone. 3-2 Red Sox. So Jim Wynn steps to the plate, playing left field for the Yankees. .085, 2 homers, 3 ribbies. In actuality, 143 in 77 at-bats, a home run and 3 ribbies. So he's pretty much maxed out. He's actually got 1 more homer, and he's maxed out his ribbies right now. Red Sox lead by 1. To wind up the pitch to Win. And that's going to be a base hit, right center field. So 2 outs, 1 on for Bucky Bleeping Dent. Bucky Dent, batting .305, 1 homer, 16 ribbies. In actuality, 247, 8 homers, 49 runs batted in. He's the number 9 batter. Cleveland throws over to first. Wynn gets back. It was a close call. Cleveland peeks to first. Now looks in at Fisk, nods his head. He sets and deals to Dent. And Dent singles to left. Rice gets to it. Wynn will hold up at second. Station to station go the Yankees. Now it's the top of the order. 2 outs, 2 on for Willie Randolph. And Randolph is 0 for 1. He flew to deep center field in the first. Cleveland takes a deep breath. Here's the pitch to Willie Randolph. And Randolph will sing it to left center field. Rice has it. He's got a cannon for an arm, but he'll throw to third. Dent gets there, and we have a tie ball game on the 2-out single by Willie Randolph. It's 3-3. The Empire has struck back. Mickey Rivers 0 for 1. 2 outs, 2 on. Runners on the corners. Dent at third. Randolph at first. Fisk goes out to have a word with Cleveland. Back behind the plate. Here's the pitch to Mick the Quick. Rivers swings. Ground ball to Hobson. Hobson fires Yastrzemski the stretch. Did they get the Quick Rivers? No! An infield hit. The 4th run scores for the Yankees. To the moans and groans of the Fenway faithful. It's now 4-3. And here comes the captain for the Yankees, the catcher, Thurman Munson. He's 0 for 1. Randolph in scoring position on second, and Mickey Rivers at first. A lot of speed on the base paths for the Yankees. Here's the pitch to Munson, and Munson sends a fly ball to Rice. He comes in and makes the catch, side retired, but the Yankees strike for 4, and now have given Mike Torres a 1-run lead as we go to the bottom of the 6th. This is going to be a slobber knocker, folks. 4-3 New York. Let's go to the chat quickly. MP Fox says, either way, this would be interesting, doing a 1977 replay of the Minnesota Twins with History Maker Baseball. Love the era. Yeah, great stuff. Why did you choose Minnesota? That's interesting, MP. Give us an update on how that is going. Due up for the Red Sox, Evans, Doyle, and Hobson. Sox trail by 1. Dewey, designated hitter in this game. 285, 8 home runs, 24 ribbies. In actuality, 287, 14 homers, 36 ribbies. He's going to get injured as Evans will own. I'm playing historical transactions, but not lineups for myself or pitching rotation. And Evans is available from January 1st to August 31st, and then he's done. So he's out the whole month of September. Alrighty, the windup and the pitch to Dewey. Evans swings, and that's going to drop in there. He takes a right turn. He's hustling a second. The throw by Mickey Rivers, and Evans slides in safely. A hustle double for Dewey, tying run at second, and here comes Denny Doyle. Doyle, 7 out of 10 bunter, 7 out of 10 hit and run. Doyle batting .250, 2 homers, 13 RBIs. In actuality, .240, 2 homers, 49 RBI. Doyle's going to drop the bunt down, and it's a good one, as the only plays to first. Willie Randolph on the wheel play covers first base. And Evans advances to third, 90 feet away from tying it. 1 out, and Butch Hobson steps to the plate. Hobson has a 7-game hitting streak, batting .241, 12 homers, 36 RBIs. Hobson's got to get this ball somewhere deep in the outfield so Evans can score. Evans is 6 out of 10 base runner. Munson goes out to have a quick word with Torres, now back behind the plate. Pounds the mitt, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Butch Hobson. And Hobson goes down swinging on the 1-2 count. Can't pull the trigger. I mean, he's way out in front. Pulled the trigger too soon. So 2 outs, top of the order, the Rooster, Rick Burleson. He's 1 for 1. He's singled up the middle in the first. Evans takes his lead at third. Torres toes the rubber, peers in at Munson. He rocks and fires to the Rooster. Burleson swings, dribbler down to Nettles. He barehands it, fires to Chambliss to get the out. Nice play by Greg Nettles. Side retired. Evans stranded at third. We go to top of the third. 4-3 New York. Due up for the New York Yankees. Chambliss, Piniella, and Jackson. Let me quickly go to the chat Tribes fans posted. Not to promote channel, but I have an update for my 1967 Mets replay video uploaded today. Cool, we'll have to check that out. Tribes fan has just loaded a update on the 67 Mets on his channel. Remember to check that out. Chambliss is 1 for 1. He singled in the second. Cleveland's ready to work. He deals to Chambliss. Grounder to Burleson. Over to Yastrzemski. 1 away. Scoring at home 6-3. Lou Piniella steps. Oh no! The ball is thrown away as Yastrzemski does not scoop it out of the dirt. I counted my chickens before they hatch. It's a throwing error on the Rooster. And the only one crowing is Chambliss. He's at second. Red Sox self-destructing here. And Lou Piniella comes to the plate. 6 out of 10 bunter, 7 out of 10 hit and run. We'll have our infield outfield straightaway and normal. Piniella 0 for 1. He struck out in the second. Cleveland would love to get him on a K again. He deals to Piniella. And that's a pitch that gets by Fisk, and it's a wild pitch from Reggie Cleveland. Chambliss advances to third, so an error and a wild pitch, and Chris Chambliss 90 feet away from giving the Yankees another run. Here's Lou Piniella again, licking his chops, chance for a ribby here, and revenge for his strikeout. On deck, Reggie Jackson. Cleveland takes a breath. Arms down to his chest. The windup, the pitch to Piniella. Ground ball to Burleson. Throw home, 15% chance for an out. No, we'll take the sure out at first, hopefully. And they got him, 1 out. And scoring from third is Chambliss, so Piniella will get an RBI, and it's now 5-3 Yankees. Reggie Jackson steps to the plate. Mr. October 0 for 1. He flew to deep center. We'll try a pitch around again to Reggie. Here's the pitch to Jackson. And he doesn't chase that time. He walks. Reggie Cleveland up to 57 pitches, good for 120. Yastrzemski holding Jackson on. Greg Nettles 1 for 1. Played stellar defense at third. Get a 2-run homer down the right field line. Red Sox looking to turn 2 up the middle with Burleson and Doyle. Here's the pitch to Nettles. Ground ball. Burleson dives, and he fires to Doyle. Doyle leaps over Jackson onto Yastrzemski. Double play. Side retired. What a play. Let's watch that over. It looked like that was slated for left field. Burleson makes a dive from the knees, throws to Doyle. Doyle leaps over to the sliding Jackson onto Yastrzemski. 6-4-3. But the Yankees tack up another run. It's now 5-3. We go to the bottom of the third, due up for the Boston Red Sox. Carbo, Rice, and Yastrzemski. MP Fox with a Twins update, the 77 Twins replay. He says, Rod Carew is my all-time favorite player. I'm originally from Minnesota. That's right, you said that in the chat last night. You were delivering pizzas there when you 88. My son's middle name is Carew. I am up to April 22nd. Sox are 4-7. The Yankees are 4-8. MP Fox also says Twins are 11-4 at this point. On hold during the Rangers series. Want to finish my World Cup play through before June 6th. Got it. Tragedy fan says keep rolling. To MP. Herb Pilgrim's joined us in the chat. He said hello. Got speakers issues here, Al, so I can't really hear, but following the best I can. Ditto, MP Fox. All-time love for Mr. Carew. And everyone's saying hello to Herb. Did you, Herb? Oh, you probably can't hear me, though. Herb. Shoot. Hold on. Is it because of, you can't hear me. The Windows 10 update? Because I had issues after my Windows 10 update. I'll type something in the chat after. So Carbo, he walked his first time up. He has a 7-game hitting streak. Munson sets the target. Here's the pitch to Bernie. And Carbo swings, sends that ball right center field on the run, but they're not going to get there. As Bernie Carbo just missed a homer. He doubles to right center field. As Rivers and Jackson could not get there, he split both outfielders. The tying run comes to the plate, and Jim Rice 0 for 1. He lined a third. Nettles made a diving catch, robbing Rice of an RBI. Torres peeks over his shoulder. Carbo 4 out of 10 base runner. Here's the pitch to Rice. Rice swings. Shallow fly ball. Wind coming in. He makes the catch. Carbo quickly goes back to second. Nice running catch by Wynn in left. Zipikoff. I'll bring up Captain Carl Yastrzemski. Get a 3-run homer in his first at-bat. 2-run shot for Yaz will tie it up. Torres deals to the left-handed batting Yastrzemski. Yaz swings, ground ball to Chambliss. Chambliss waves off Torres, takes it to the bag himself. 2 down, Carbo advances to third. Leave it up to the Pudge. Carlton Fisk, he's 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. He'll be taken. Torres sets and deals. Carbo comes down the line. Ball 1. Fisk to take again. Ball 2. Fisk puts the bat on his shoulder. Strike finally gets in there. Off-speed pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike. Hitters count. Carbo takes his lead from third. Nettles playing behind him. Munson sets the target. He'll wind up the pitch for Mike Torres. And Fisk works a walk. So runners on the corners. Carlton Fisk represents a tying run at first. And here comes Freddie Lynn. Freddie Lynn's 0 for 1. He flew to shallow. Right down the line. Jackson made a nice catch on that. Fisk, 5 out of 10 base runner. Here's the pitch to Lynn. Lynn swings. That ball gets into right center field. And Jackson bobbles it. Fisk will move up. And so will Lynn, as that is an error, a single and a 1-base error on Jackson. Carbo scores, and it's 5-4. Fisk is at third, represents the tying run. Lynn is at second, the go-ahead run. 2 outs, 2 on for Dwight Evans. Evans is 1 for 1. He doubled left center. Torres takes a deep breath. He rocks and fires. Evans swings, ground ball to Dent. Throws to Chambliss side, retired. The Red Sox do get 1. We go to the top of the 4th, 5-4 Yankees. Due up for New York, Wynn, Dent, and Randolph. Stratomedic Delaware has joined us. How are you, my friend? Watched a couple of more updates. JD has joined us in the chat. How are you? Enjoyed your... I'm sorry I got late to your chat today, JD, but I enjoyed it. I also enjoyed very much the new chapter 8, I believe, on the politician murders, and that guy got what was coming to him. That's all I can say. Richard lost Little Richard. Great job on the audiobook. Now, Stratomac Delaware says, ow! Alright, Jim Wynn, 1 for 1. He singled to right center. Reggie Cleveland has not been stellar. Remember, Cleveland in this retro replay has not lost. He's 7-0. Here's the pitch to Wynn. And Wynn gets his second hit, and he takes a wide turnaround first, but thinks better of it and goes back. So, leadoff single, Bucky Dent's 1 for 1. He singled in the second. Burleson and Doyle hoping to turn 2. Dent 10 out of 10 bunter, but we're going to play our infield outfield run. Fisk wiggles the fingers. Cleveland nods his head. He deals to Dent. Ground ball. Yastrzemski has it and steps on the bag. Advancing to second is Wynn. Act just like a sacrifice there. 1 out. Wynn in scoring position for Willie Randolph. Yankees second baseman's 1 for 2. He flew to deep center in the first and singled in the second. Knocking in Wynn. Can do it again. Wynn 6 out of 10 base runner. Doyle cheating to try to keep him close. Cleveland rocks and fires to Randolph. Ground ball back to Cleveland. Throws to Yastrzemski as he looked Wynn back first. 2 down. So 2 outs. Wynn will be off on contact, and Mickey Rivers steps to plate. He had an infield hit his last at bat. Grounded to short his first time, and he knocked in a run on the infield hit. Cleveland gets a sign from Fisk. He kicks and deals. Rivers grounds to a charging Doyle. Doyle has it, quickly flips to Yastrzemski, side retired. Go to the bottom of the 4th. Yankees 5, Boston 4. 2 up for the power company. Doyle hops in the top of the order, Burleson. Go to the chat quickly. JD says, good lazy Sunday, which is nice for once. Yeah, I like those. Stratomac Delaware says, howdy Herb, hope all is well. Stratomac Delaware, been busy Strat tournament in Philly, 20-hour day yesterday. Oi. So here's Denny Doyle. Had a sacrifice bunt his first time up. Here's a pitch from Torres, Doyle taking. Strike 1. He starts him off with a strike, off-speed pitch in there. No balls, 1 strike. Doyle awaits Torres' offering. Here's the pitch, homeward bound. Doyle swings. Dent comes charging in as it bounds over the mound, and he fires to Chambliss for the out. Excuse me. Allergies. 1 away, Butch Hobson steps to plate. He's 0 for 1. Struck out in the second. Hobson does have 12 homers in the replay, and in actuality had 30. 1 swing of the bat, and Hobson can tie it up. Can he yank one over the monster on Torres? Munson sets the target. Here's the pitch to Hobson. And Hobson goes down swinging again. He lunged at that pitch out of the zone. So 2 up, 2 down, base is empty. And here's Rick Burleson. The Roosters 1 for 2. Singled in the first, grounded to third in the second. Carbo on deck. Munson wiggles the fingers. Sets the target. Torres deals to Burleson. And Burleson works a walk. He doesn't chase. Tying run at first. Here's Bernie Carbo. He doubled his last at-bat, walked in his first at-bat. If Carbo goes yard, and he's capable of doing it, the Red Sox will have a 6-5 lead. Burleson will be off on contact. Chambliss holding him on. The windup, the pitch to Bernie Carbo. And what happened there? Munson's arguing. What do they call a balk? Nope, pass ball. Advancing in scoring position now is Burleson. Full count to Carbo. Carbo looking to grip and rip. Tie this ball game up. Possibly give the Red Sox the lead. Munson sets the target. Torres deals to Carbo. Carbo swings. Fly ball to right. Jackson's there. Makes the catch. Burleson stranded at second. We go to the top of the 5th. 5-4 Yankees. Reggie Cleveland back out on the hill. 77 pitches. Good for 120. As quickly go to the chat once again. As everyone's saying hello to D. Scott Howard, who's joined us. Hello, D. Scott. It was great having you in our chat with Al last night. Always fun. Munson's 0 for 2. The Yankee captain has grounded to second, fly to left. The windup and the pitch from Cleveland. That ball goes to left center field. That's going up, 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 and gone over the green monster. Munson will touch them all, and the Yankees will take a 6-4 lead as Cleveland has been tagged for 6 runs in under 5 innings. There's also an error by Burleson, so they're not all earned. And Chris Chambliss will step to the plate. Chambliss 1 for 2. Singled in the second, and then grounded to short and reached on a fielder's choice. No, he reached on the Burleson error and the third, and 1 run, so that run is unearned in the third. Fisk goes through the sides. Cleveland nods his head. Here's the pitch to Chambliss. And Chambliss dribbles one to Doyle. He backhands it, throws to Yastrzemski, out number 1. Red Sox have bullpen action up. Lou Pinella's 0 for 2. Sweet Lou has struck out and grounded to short, but Chambliss scored, so he does have a ribby. 1 out, no one on. Cleveland deals to Pinella. Pinella grounds it back to Cleveland, who throws to Yastrzemski for out number 2. So 2 outs, base is empty for Mr. October, Reginald Jackson. Fly to deep center and walked. Try the pitch around again to Jackson. And Jackson swings and misses, side retired, but the Yankees get another one on the Thurman Munson blast over the green monster at 6-4. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Due up for the Red Sox, Rice, Yastrzemski, and Fisk. Rice is 0 for 2. Line to third. Nettles robbed him of a double down the line and an RBI. And fly to shallow left. He awaits the Mike Torres offering. The pitch comes forth. Rice swings, grounds to Dent. Dent fires to Chambliss for the out. He hit the ball hard. Dent handled it on 2 hops. Carl Yastrzemski 1 for 2. He has a 3-run homer. And he grounded to first. Torres looks in, nods his head. He rocks and fires to Yaz. Yastrzemski will single to right. Takes a wide turn, but doesn't challenge Jackson's arm. So Yaz is at first with his second hit. Here comes Carlton Fisk. Pudge is 0 for 1. He has struck out and walked. Fisk has 9 home runs in the retro replay, and in actuality 26. A 2-run shot ties this game at 6. Torres looks to first. Now he deals to Fisk. No, he throws over Yastrzemski. Just dives back in time. Chambliss applied the tag. A little bunny hop. He thought he had Yastrzemski picked off. They almost did. To the moans and groan of the Fenway faithful here at Fenway. Torres again peeks to first. Pitch to Fisk. And Fisk singles up the middle. Yastrzemski hits second base. Mickey Rivers has a poor arm. 4 out of 10. The chance of Yaz being safe, 44%. We will hold him. So it'll be first and second. 1 out for Freddie Lynn. Lynn, Rookie of the Year and MVP in 75, is 1 for 2. He has flown to shallow right down the line. Jackson made a nice running catch in the first. And singled in the third, knocking in Carbone, advancing on the Jackson error. 3-run blast will put the Red Sox ahead. Here's the pitch to Lynn. Munson goes out to have a quick word first. Now back behind the plate. And now here's the pitch to Lynn. Lynn swings. Shallow fly ball. Rivers coming in. Makes the running catch. Yastrzemski quickly gets back to second. So 2 outs, 2 on. Runners will be off on contact. It's up to Dwight Evans now. Evans is 1 for 2. He doubled in the second. Grounded to short in the third. Yaz takes his lead at second. Fisk takes his lead at first. Here's the pitch to Dewey. Evans swings, grounds it to Nettles. Nettles makes a diving play from the knees, throws to Chambliss. He scoops it out of the dirt. Side retired. Nettles saves the Yankees at the hot corner once again. We go to the top of the 6th, 6-4 Yankees. Yankees trail the Red Sox by 7 games here on May 30th, 1977. The Red Sox are currently 34-9. The Yankees 28-7. Cleveland 91 pitches. He's good for 120. He'll face Nettles, who just made that absolutely marvelous diving catch throw from the knees. And Chambliss on the other end at first. Good scoop. Then Wynn and Dent. Nettles is 1 for 2. A 2-run homer in the second, then grounded to short into a double play in the third. The windup, the pitch to Nettles. Nettles grounds it to Burleson. Burleson throws to Yastrzemski, 1 away. As Stratomatic Delaware in the chat says, "Come on, Sox!" I apologize for my voice as I'm having an allergy attack, and those are always fun. And here comes Jim Wynn. He's having a career day for 77. 2 for 2. Singled to right and singled to left. In actuality, he only batted 143, so got his average up to 122 now. Cleveland looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Here's the pitch to Wynn. And Wynn is called back for Dell Alston. And he's a 7 out of 10 bunter. We might have to move the corners in. I think we will. He's batting .500, no homers, 1 ribby. And Dell Alston batted .325 for the Yankees in 77. Only 40 at-bats with 1 homer and 4 RBIs. The Red Sox will pull their corners in. Hobson in at third, Yastrzemski in at first. Here's the pitch to Alston. And it's a fly ball deep center field. Again, Freddie Lynn on the run, and he makes the catch on the track. As Lynn patrols center field as good as anyone in the league. So 2 up, 2 down. 6-4 lead. Top of the 6th. Yankees with the lead. Bucky Dent 1 for 2. Singled in the second. And grounded to first in the fourth. Cleveland picks up the sign from Fisk. Fisk sets the target. The windup, the pitch to Dent. Dent sends that ball right up the middle and keeps the inning alive. For the top of the order, Willie Randolph. Cleveland up to 100 pitches. Again, the Red Sox have bullpen action on. Dent's 5 out of 10 base runner. Yaz holding him on. Willie Randolph 1 for 3. He flew to deep center in the first. Singled in the second. Knocking in Wynn, and then grounded to the pitcher in the fourth. Cleveland looks to first. Picks up the sign from Fisk. The wind up the pitch. Randolph swings. Ground ball to Doyle. Doyle fires to first side, retired. Go to the bottom of the 6th. Yankees are up by 2, 6-4, trying to gain a game on the Red Sox. Red Sox have a 7-game lead here in this retro replay. 2 up for the Sox. Doyle, Hobson, and Cleveland. Let's go to the chat quickly. Jerry Balls joined us. How are you, Jerry? As Jerry says, really enjoyed your videos, Chris. Tournament looked awesome. Yeah, Chris, Stratomatic Delaware, great channel. Check him out. And he was at a Strat tournament, and he's posted a lot of fun videos from it on his channel. That's Stratomatic Delaware with Chris. As Jerry Ball's saying hello to D. Scott and everybody. So Denny Doyle's 0 for 1. He has a sacrifice bunt and grounded to short. He awaits the Mike Torres offering. He'll be taking. Hits the outside corner. Good job by Munson framing it. No balls, 1 strike. Torres gets the sign from Captain Thurman Munson. Here's the pitch to Doyle. Doyle swings, dribbler to Dent. Dent comes charging into his left. He throws a Chambliss. Bang, bang, play to Doyle. Beat it out. Yes. No! No! And now Doyle with the bunny hop, thinking he had beat it out as he was giving the safe sign going across the bag. But a great stretch by Chambliss. 1 down. Bring Butch Hobson to the plate. Hobson, 7-game hitting streak, 0 for 2 today. Torres deals to Hobson. Hobson swings, dribbles it to Torres, who throws to Chambliss. 2 up, 2 down. Top of the order, the Rooster Rick Burleson, 1 for 2. Singled in the first, grounded to third in the second, walked in the fourth. Torres deals to the Rooster. Dribbler. Randolph charges in, throws to Chambliss. 1-2-3 go the Red Sox. Top of the seventh, 6-4 Yankees. Again, trying to cut in that 7-game lead the Red Sox have on them in this 77 retro replay. Reggie Cleveland back out on the hill, 105 pitches, good for 120. He'll face the top of the Yankee order. Rivers, Munson, and Chambliss. Mickey Rivers 1 for 3, an infield hit with an RBI. He's also grounded to short and grounded to second. Corners play in on Mick the Quick. Hobson in at third, Yastrzemski in at first. Here's the pitch to Rivers. Slow grounder, Hobson comes charging in, barehands it, fires to Yastrzemski for the out. Unless he threw it away, he does not. Yastrzemski comes up with it on the scoop. Nice play by Hobson. 1 out, and here comes the captain, Thurman Munson. Yankee catcher 1 for 3, grounded to second, fly to left, and then hit a solo blast over the monster to left center to give the Yankees a 6-4 lead. Here's the pitch to Munson. And that ball's heading to left field. Rice on the run at the track, at the wall. He makes a leap and catches it as he bangs into the wall. Nice play by Jimmy Rice. 2 outs, base is empty for Chambliss. Chris Chambliss, Yankee first baseman, 1 for 3. Singled in the second. Grounded to short and reached on a throwing error from Burleson and then grounded to second. Cleveland up to 113 pitches. This could be his last batter of the game. The windup and the pitch to Chambliss. Grounder to Yastrzemski. Backhands it. Waves off Cleveland and races to the first base bag. Side retired. Bottom of the seventh. Red Sox trail by 2 here at Fenway on May 30th, 1977. Retro replay style. Due up Carbo, Rice, and Yastrzemski to face Mike Torres. Torres 98 pitches, and he's been rocked for 4 runs, 6 innings, 7 hits, 4 earned runs, 3 walks, 3 Ks. Carbo 1 for 2. He walked, doubled, and flied to right. Torres deals to Carbo. Bernie swings, line, shot. Randolph makes the leaping catch, robbing Carbo of a hit as Carbo kicks the ground as he heads back to the dugout. 1 out, no one on. Rice 0 for 3. Munson goes through the signs. Torres dares not shake off Munson. The windup and the pitch to Rice. Oh, they came inside. Rice just glares out at Torres and now goes to first. And here comes Captain Carl Yastrzemski. Yaz represents the tying run at the plate. 2 for 3. Hit a 3-run blast in the first. Rounded out in the third and then singled in the fifth. Rice takes his lead. Here's the pitch to Yaz. Yaz swings, sends one out. Right field. Jackson on the run makes the catch. Retreating back to first is Rice. So 2 down. Rice will be off on contact now. And here comes Fisk. Fisk is 1 for 2. Fisk has 9 home runs in the retro replay. He has struck out, walked, and singled. In actuality, 26 homers. Torres, 104 pitches, good for 125. He kicks and fires to Fisk. Oh, he throws over first. Fisk, runner gets back. As Rice asks for time, he had me fooled. I thought he was coming to the plate. Again, Torres looks to first. There's the pitch, and Fisk checked his swing. Inning stays alive. Rice is at second. Tying run at first and Fisk, and here comes Freddie Lynn. So we have a Gold Dust twin at second and a Gold Dust twin at first. I mean at the plate. Lynn 1 for 3. Fly to shallow right in the first. Singled in the third. Knocking in Carbo. Advancing 1 base on the Jackson error in right. And fly to shallow center. Lynn will take. Torres deals. Strike 1, outside corner. Again, Munson does an excellent job of framing the pitches. No balls, 1 strike. Rice takes a lead at second. Fisk takes a lead at first. The windup and the pitch to Freddie Lynn. Lynn line shot right at Randolph. The Red Sox hit the ball hard, but have nothing to show for it. They strand 2. We go to the top of the 8th, and it's 6-4. And I forgot to sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game," so we're gonna do it now. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the ground. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever go back for its root for your home team. If they lose, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes are out at the old ball game. And that's from Chris from Stratomatic, Delaware. Clinton Parks and Anthony from Bleacher Bums Gaming. All wonderful channels. Check them out, as well as Tribes Fan, ID Gesture, Eric from Higher Ground Gaming, Broke Black Man 94, JD, Phil the Issues Guy, What's Blazing in Sports with T-Dub, and many more. Check out my related channels and my featured channel. Thank you very much. Due up for the Yankees, Pinella, Jackson, and Nettles hoping to add to this 2-run lead. Lou Pinella's 0 for 3. Cleveland's at 118 pitches, and that's his day is done. And now, bullpen. Not a stellar bullpen in 77. Not bad. I mean, Campbell was absolutely awesome. But I hate to bring in Campbell down to. But we are the power company. We can strike and strike quickly. Mike Paxton, who actually was 10-1 for the Red Sox. In 77, Mike Paxton was 10-5, I'm sorry. But they must have scored runs. Batting average he gave up was .311, though he only had a 3.83 earned run average. I think we're going to try to get 1 inning out of Paxton. Paxton comes in. As he does his warm-up tosses, we'll give you what he's doing. In the replay, he's 1-0. He's pitched 14 2/3 innings. Earned run average 1.84. He has struck out 10, walked 7. Batting average against .231. In actuality, 10-5. ERA of 3.83. Batting average against .311. Striking out 58. Walking 25. He'll face Lou Pinella, who's 0 for 3. Paxton deals to Pinella. Pinella grounds it. Burleson comes charging in at short and fires to Yastrzemski. Scoops it out of the dirt. Another nice play by Yaz. 1 down, and here comes Mr. October, Reggie Jackson. Jackson is 0 for 2 with an error in right. He flied to deep center. Then he walked, then he struck out. We're going to go pitch around to Jackson. And Jackson works a walk. We pitch very carefully to Jackson. Greg Nettles, 1 for 3. He had a 2-run homer in the second to get the Yankees on the board. Grounded into a double play in the third, then grounded to short in the 6th. Paxton will try to induce another double play ball here. Nods his head. Fisk sets the target. Here's the pitch to Greg Nettles. And that's a shot to right. Carbo has it. Will Jackson challenge his 9 out of 10 arm? No, he will not. And here comes a pinch hitter, Roy White. White, 257, 5 homers, 17 ribbies, and you can hear the fans here at Fenway moaning and groaning. In actuality, 268, 14 homers, 52 RBIs. Paxton gives up a 317 average against lefties, 305 against righties. He gives up a ton of average. And though Roy White's only batting 244 off righties. But top of the 8th, 1 out. That's it for Paxton. Soup's coming in. Here comes Bill Campbell. We believe we can still win this, so Campbell comes in the game. Campbell is 3-1 with 13 saves, 2.10 earned run average. He has struck out 35, walked 13. This is probably his last good year in the major leagues, it would then hurt his arm. He had a nasty curveball, would just drop. He was absolutely fabulous with the Twins before he came to the Red Sox. In actuality, he was 13-9 with 31 saves and a 2.96 earned run average, striking out 114, walking 60, and he pitched 140 innings out of the bullpen. So White's at the plate, Jackson's at second, Nettles is at first. Campbell hoping to induce a double play ball. Here's the pitch to White, and he strikes him out. Makes short work of Roy White. So 2 outs, 2 on for Bucky Dent. Bucky Dent 2 for 3 today. Average up to 313. Dent has single, grounded out, and single. Campbell's ready to deal to Dent. Dent grounds up Hopper to Burleson. Fires to Yastrzemski. Side retired. Campbell does his JOB. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Red Sox trail by 2. The Yankees 6. Boston 4. And on the mound, the former Red Sox in one of the worst freaking trades ever. We traded Sparky Lyle to the Yankees for Danny Cater. Sparky Lyle for Danny Cater. Not good. Sparky Lyle. In the retro replay, 2-6 with 12 saves, so he's blown a few, obviously. And his ERA is 4.02. He is a reliever, so that does happen if you have a bad outing. He has struck out 20, walked 14. In actuality, 13-5 with 26 saves, 2.17 earned run average, striking out 68, walking 33. He will face the bottom third of the Red Sox order, Evans, Doyle, and Hobson, and he's a lefty, and we have Scott on the bench, and the Boomer crushes left-handed pitching. Stratomatic Delaware for Cater. Yep, he says ow. Yeah, big ow. That was a horrible trade. Alright. Lyle's ready. Here's the pitch to Evans. Evans is 1 for 3. He doubled in the second, and he's grounded to short and third. Evans swings. Ground ball. Nettles up with it. Fires to Chambliss. My God, Nettles has taken over as a human vacuum cleaner for Brooks Robinson. 1 down. Denny Doyle comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Doyle will not hit. And the Boomer, George Scott, will pinch hit. And here's the Boomer. Scott batting .244, 10 home runs, 34 RBIs. In actuality, 269, 33 homers, 95 runs driven in. And he hit .326 off left-handed pitching in 77, and only .239. Now in the retro replay, you can't see it, but I have it up on my screen. In the retro replay against lefties, he's hitting .326, and only .182 against righties. Normally I start him anyway, but I try to get the extra bat in the lineup because the Yankees can hit. Alright. Lyle gets the sign from Munson. The lefty deals to the Boomer. Scott swings. Round ball to Dent. He backhands it. Long throw to Chambliss. And that's out number 2. It'll be up to Butch Hobson, who's 0 for 3 to keep the inning alive and get it to the top of the order, Rick Burleson. Hobson has struck out, and grounded to the pitcher. Lyle peers in, gets the sign from Munson. The windup, the pitch to Hobson. And he strikes him out. Hobson gets the hat trick to the Boo Birds here at Fenway. And we have to insert a second baseman. It will be Dillard. So Steve Dillard comes into the game to play second. 3 out of 10 defensive range. Campbell looking to get 3 outs and keep it a 2-run deficit and take it to the bottom of the 9th. He'll face the top of the Yankee order. The Yankees need a victory here. They want the victory to close to within 6 games. Red Sox lead the American League East by 7 over the Yankees. So it'll be Randolph, Rivera, and Munson. Here's the pitch from Campbell. Ground ball up the middle. Dillard behind the second base bag on the outfield grass. Throws to Yastrzemski. 1 down. Nice play by Dillard. Let's watch that fabulous defensive play. As that was slated to go up the middle for a hit. Look at Dillard. Backhands it. and fires to Yastrzemski. Covered a lot of ground. So 1 out. Mickey Rivers 1 for 4, and he's an 8 out of 10 bunter. Corners will play in. Hobson in at third, Yastrzemski in at first. Rivers grounded out in the first, singled infield variety in the second, and he had an RBI when Dent scored from third. Then he's grounded out in the fourth and seventh. Soup Campbell's ready to wind up in the pitch to make the quick. Rivers swings, shallow fly ball center. Freddie Lind coming on, and he makes the running catch. 2 up, 2 down. So Campbell will face the captain, Thurman Munson. Munson is 1 for 4. He has grounded out, flown out, hit a solo homer in the fifth to give the Yankees the 6-4 lead. They were already up 5-4, and his last at-bat flied very deep to left. Campbell nods his head, he kicks and fires. And he strikes him out on that curveball in the dirt. That curveball that just would drop right off the face of the table. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Sparky Lyle looking to get the save. He will face the top of the Red Sox order. Burleson, Carbo, and Rice in a battle of closers right now. Lyle obviously with the advantage, a 2-run lead. But Campbell did his job. Rick Burleson 1 for 3. Lyle nods his head. The windup and the pitch to the Rooster. Burleson swings, ground ball to Randolph. Randolph throws to Chambliss for out number 1. And with each out, the moans and groans get louder here at Fenway. Here's Bernie Carbo. Carbo does not hit lefties. 136 in reality. And Carbo in the replay against lefties, 143, so he will not hit. Let's see, I don't think we really have... Montgomery. Montgomery against lefties, in actuality, was 286. And in the replay, 143. But he hit 286 in reality, so maybe we can find some magic in that old top hat that Frosty found. Bob Montgomery, our backup catcher, will come in to pinch it for Bernie Carbo. Pump, pump. Pump, pump. Pump, pump. Pump, pump. All right, Bob Montgomery batting .300, no homers, 2 RBIs. He's only had 20 at-bats in the 77 retro replay. In reality, he hit 340 at-bats, 2 homers, 7 ribbies. Lyle deals to Montgomery. Montgomery swings, ground ball back to Lyle, who fires a Chambliss for out number 2. Nice play by Sparky Lyle, as that ball was slated to go up the middle for a single. As the organist plays charge, and here comes Jim Rice. Rice is 0 for 3. If he gets on, Yastrzemski would represent the tying run at the plate, but Rice must get on. 2 outs, base is empty. Bottom of the ninth, 6-4 lead for the Yankees. Sparky Lyle looks in at the captain, Thurman Munson. Munson sets the target. The windup and the pitch to Rice. Rice swings, and that's a base hit to left. Ball game stays alive. And here comes Captain Carl Yastrzemski. Yaz, 2 for 4. 3-run homer in the first. Ground out in the third. Single in the fifth. And fly down the right field line. Shallow. Jackson made a nice running catch. Lefty-lefty matchup. Yastrzemski batted .268 off left-handed pitching in reality. In the replay, Yastrzemski is batting .220. We don't have anyone better on the bench. And you're going to let Yaz hit in this situation. Chambliss holding Rice on at first. Yaz will take. Lyle deals. Ball 1. Yaz to take again. 1-1 count. Yaz bangs his bat against his cleats. Steps back in the box. Lyle peeks at first. Looks in at the plate. Gets the sign. The windup and the pitch to Yastrzemski. Oh, a throw over! And Rice just dives back. That was a close bang-bang play. Wow. That would have been a huge faux pas if he gets picked off to end the game. Good move by Lyle. Again, Lyle peeks to first. Here's the pitch to Yaz. Swings, dribble it to Randolph. Randolph comes charging in. Throws to Chambliss. Ball game over. The Yankees pick up a game on the Red Sox. They close to within 6 now. And New York, finally, a team puts the 10th loss on the Red Sox. The Yankees win 6-4 in a thriller here at Fenway. Ken Castro's joined the chat. How are you, my friend? Hope all is well. Hope you're having a better day. All right, let's go to the box score. Tough loss for the Red Sox. If you're a Yankee fan, you like it. It was a good game, though. It was a good game. Oh, that's not what we want. That's what we want. All righty. Let's go to the pitching. Before we do that, let's go to the stream and say thank you. Thank you to Ken Castro, D. Scott Howard, Jerry Ball, Stratomatic Delaware, MP Fox, D. Scott Howard, Tribes Fan. Scrolling up. Herb Pilgrim, hope you get your sound back on your speakers. I think I got everybody. Scroll. I believe I got everyone. So thank you very much, gentlemen. Greatly appreciate. Oh, JD! How could I forget JD, moderator extraordinaire? Thank you, JD. Yep. So thank you very much for taking some time out on this Sunday evening. Spend it with me. And we did that pretty quick. It was an hour and 7 minutes. Pretty cool. And I still talk to the chat quite a bit, so that's good. Action PC I can play pretty quick. For me, at least. And I do enjoy the game, as well as Out of the Ballpark 19 and Stratomatic. And Baseball Mogul. All right, Mike Torres gets the win. He's 4-1. He went 7 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs. They were all earned. Gave up a homer, 4 walks, struck out 3. Not a stellar performance. Yankees really, the offense gives them the win. Reggie Cleveland gets his first loss of the year. He's 7-1, as the power company could not rescue him. 7 innings, 9 hits, 6 runs, 5 of them earned. Gave up 2 home runs, walked 1, struck out 2. Paxton pitched a third of an inning, and Bill Soup Campbell pitched an inning and 2/3. And he struck out 2, gave up no runs. Let's go to the batting. For the Yankees, Willie Randolph 1 for 5 with a ribby. Mickey Rivers 1 for 5 with a ribby. Thurman Munson 1 for 5, a ribby and a run scored. Chris Chambliss 1 for 4, 2 runs scored. Lou Piniella 0 for 4 with a ribby on a ground out. Reggie Jackson 0 for 2. He walked twice and struck out once. Greg Nettles, stellar defense at third, and he was 2 for 4 with a homer. He knocked in 2 runs. Also, Munson had a homer. I missed that, sorry. And he scored a run. Jim Wynn 2 for 2 with a run scored. Alston, the pinch hitter, 0 for 1. White came in to play left, was 0 for 1. He struck out. And Bucky Bleeping Dent, 2 for 4 with a run scored. The Yankees, 37 at-bats, 6 runs, 10 hits, 6 RBIs, walked twice, struck out 4 times, had 2 homers, Munson and Nettles in their 6-4 victory. They've pulled it within 6 games of first place. Rick Burleson for the Red Sox, 1 for 4, a run scored and a walk. Bernie Carbo, 1 for 3, 2 runs scored, a walk and a double. Bob Montgomery pinch hit for Carbo, 0 for 1 in the 9th, bottom of the 9th. Rice, 1 for 4. Carl Yastrzemski, 2 for 5, a run scored, 3 RBIs on the 3-run homer he hit in the first. Fisk, 1 for 2, a walk, 2 walks and a strikeout. Freddie Lynn, 1 for 4 with a ribby. Evans, 1 for 4. Denny Doyle at second, 0 for 2. Scott, the pinch hitter for Doyle, 0 for 1. Dillard came in to play defense, made a fabulous play up the middle, but did not get an at-bat. And Butch Hobson was 0 for 4 with a hat trick. He struck out 3 times. The Red Sox in defeat, 34 at-bats, 4 runs, 8 hits, 4 RBIs, walked 4 times, struck out 4 times, had 2 doubles and a home run. The Red Sox fall to 34-10 They finally get their 10th loss, and it comes late May. Yankees go to 29-17 and now move to within 6 games of first place behind the Red Sox. Player of the game, Sparky Lyle. I'm going to give it to Lyle and Greg Nettles. Stellar defense at third, 2 for 4, knocked in 2 runs with the homer and scored a run. Yeah. So Nettles and Sparky Lyle. Boston turned the only double play of the game. Yankees left 6 runners on base. Red Sox 9. Nettles had 2 great plays in the game. He has 15 on the season. Burleson had 2 great plays in the game. He has 17 on the season, but he did have an error. Recap. Red Sox scored 3 in the first on the 3-run homer by Yastrzemski. Yankees came right back in the top of the second. They sent 9 batters at plate, scoring 4 runs on 6 hits. Nettles hit a 2-run homer. 3-2 Red Sox. Randolph single scoring win 3-3. Mickey Rivers infield single scoring dent 4-3. In the top of the third, the Yankees would score 1 run on a walk and an error. Lou Piniella hit a grounder, scoring the runner from third 5-3. In the bottom of the third, the Red Sox would get 1 back. They could have scored more, but they didn't. 1 run on 2 hits, a walk and an error. Freddie Lynn singled, scoring Bernie Carbo. 5-4. Yankees would get 1 more in the top of the 5th, a solo blast by the captain, Thurman Munson, 6-4, and that's the way the ball game ended. Greg Nettles was 2 for 4, a home run, 2 RBIs, and 2 outstanding plays at third, as well as some other stellar plays. Carl Yastrzemski for the Red Sox, 2 for 5, a homer, and 3 ribbies. Mike Torres got the win. Sparky Lyle the save. Reggie Cleveland gets his first loss. He's now 7-1. Torres 4-1, and that was Sparky Lyle's 13th save. Once again, Yankees 6, the Red Sox 4 here at Fenway. Yankees pulled to within 6 games of first place. Al Red Sox fans saying thank you very much. Hope all is well. As Jerry Ball says, 1911 Giants playing the 68 Cards, Matheson versus Gibson. That, as Ken Castro says, that's a sweet matchup. Yes, it is. You're going to have to give us an update next time I go live, which might be really soon. 9:51, I think I'm going to do something else. I might play Guns, Gore, and Cannoli, so you guys probably don't like that, but I might play my little side-scroller shooting game that I find amusing. Or I could come back with the Mets' second game of the doubleheader. Anyway, thank you very much for spending time with me. It was great. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you know what to do if you want. If not, that's fine too. Remember, health and happiness. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless. Watch out for the curveball in the dirt and the big left hook. Peace!